Good afternoon, everyone. It's Friday, December 8th, I think a little after 3 in the afternoon. And Magnolia and I just crossed the Tybee Roads channel, which is the channel that goes into Savannah, Georgia. And luckily, no ship traffic coming or going. I think there's 7 anchored way off there in the distance, but I didn't have to dodge any as we cross. You can see here on the chart that was the channel. We've got a little over 91 nautical miles left to go on a 124 nautical mile overnighter. We left Beaufort, South Carolina this morning. Probably got off the dock about 9:30, and trying to time this thing so I get to Fernandina Beach, Florida tomorrow morning about daybreak. I guess we've done 32 and a half nautical miles so far, and couldn't ask for better weather or conditions, as contrast to the last overnighter I did. We started out great, but then the wind picked up, the waves picked up, and it was a white knuckle ride all night. Wind was still blowing 24 knots when I tried to get the mainsail down the next morning. That was a fight. Anyway, the wind is picking up a little bit. Most of the day it's been like 6-7 knots. Now it's 14-15. I just put the jib out. I don't feel like messing with the main on this trip. I probably should. Man, that thing's a lot of work. My next boat will have in-mast furling for the mainsail. But very little wave action here. The forecast was calling for 1 foot, and I don't know that I've even seen any 1-footers. So I'm happy with that. And again, if the winds will stay like this, that'll be perfect. But Monday night, Magnolia was falling off of waves and crashing into the troughs between them, and that was not fun. They were calling for 2-foot waves Monday night and Tuesday morning, and it was more along the lines of 4- and 6-footers. So they got that wrong. But we survived, nothing broke. One of the battens is out of the batten car on the mainsail. I did notice that when I got it back down, so I really need to get that back in before I use the main. Got the new outboard for the dinghy yesterday at Beaufort. That was the main reason for the stop there. Two guys from Butler Marine brought it and helped get it installed on the dinghy, and they took my old one back to hopefully repair it, and I told them I'd swing back by and pick it up on the way back up north in the spring. So if they are able to get it squared away. It's only a 2018, and so it doesn't have a lot of hours on it. Should be worth a little bit. I don't think I showed anybody the radar setup that I have here. This is an iPad Air, and Derek gave me an old B&G Zeus 2 multifunction display that has radar capabilities, and I installed that, and then I got a Go Free Wi-Fi box on eBay that allows you to control the radar unit remotely, and so that's what I'm doing with this iPad, and gives me capability of having it out in the cockpit, and you can make changes to it from here. It shows speed over ground, course over ground, and that's pretty accurate. It matches up with what Aquamap is displaying from my M-Track AIS unit. So that's pretty neat, but it really helps a lot, especially at night, being able to, this is the channel markers showing right there. So Monday night when I went through Charleston channel, it was nice to be able to see those coming up, and I lined up my approach, and a 975-foot freighter decided to come out right as I was approaching, and so I gave it the gas and got across that channel pretty quick. The main radar unit is down below. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's mounted at the nav station, but doesn't do a whole lot of good down there when you're out in the cockpit. So I'm happy to have this, and I don't know why Navico stopped making that Wi-Fi unit, but I guess they want you to buy their newest and greatest $6,000 plotters. I've got to figure out a better way to mount this. This is a mount from an old, I don't know what it was, previous owner had something mounted there, and so I figure I'll remove that and then get something similar to what I have for the navigation pad, and mount it right there, so it'll be more or less out of the way. Anyway, not a whole lot else to cover, I don't think. I was a bit disappointed. I figured, okay, I'll get the outboard switch done and do laundry, and when I had stopped at that marina, I guess 2018 or 19, they had a courtesy car, and because I think it's a Publix grocery store was like 3 miles away, and so I got there and asked about that, and oh no, Safe Harbor did away with that like day one after they took over the marina. It had been a municipal marina, and the town sold out to Safe Harbor, and so they did away with the courtesy car. And evidently Uber is non-existent. The guy told me there's one driver and there's one taxi. And anyway, I just said, oh no, it's not worth the hassle. But that was a bit of a disappointment. When I go back there in the spring, I think there's a Ladies Island marina, and I'd called them, but initially, and guy, nobody answered the phone, and I didn't hear back from him within an hour or two, and so I went ahead and got the slip at Safe Harbor, and ended up staying at anchor an extra night waiting for a slip to be available. There wasn't one for, I think, Wednesday night. Oh, anyway, that's my rant on Safe Harbor marinas. That was a disappointment, but I think Ladies Island Marina does, or at least they show on their listing that they have a courtesy car. All right, well, that's about all for now. If you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe and click the like button, and you'll be notified when a new one is posted. All right, everybody take care. All for now. Well, it's about almost 2:45 Saturday morning, and we have just under 24 nautical miles left to go on our overnighter to Fernandina Beach. I did a video, took some footage while it was still daylight, and the winds were relatively light. I did have the jib up, and winds picked up about 24 knots consistently. You can tell that the waves have picked up a little bit. We did turn, and you can see that the wind is not far off the nose, so I had to roll in the jib. And that we crossed the Brunswick Channel a while back, and that was kind of congested. There was a freighter coming in. There was a catamaran on the port side of Magnolia, and he was trying to get by me, and there was another freighter at anchor, and then this other guy is coming in, and I thought that catamaran was going to get T-boned there for a while. Let's see if I can get you an idea how bumpy it is here. You can watch the bow go up and down. This is nowhere near as bad as it was Monday, though. Those waves were, or some of them were pretty tall, and Magnolia was dropping off of them and crashing into the trough between the waves, and just making a huge noise every time she fell. This is nowhere near as gnarly as that was. And it's brighter. tonight than it was. There was actually a moon Monday night, but I have not seen one tonight, or if there is one, it's hiding from me. But I do see some stars out. There's one of the dippers there. And I think I'm on my fifth cup of coffee since this ordeal began. But I'll tell you what, having both radar and AIS is a game changer. My last trip down to the Keys, I did not have radar. I received AIS on the way down. I did not transmit, but once I was down in Marathon, I got this AIS transponder that transmits as well as receives, plus does a lot of other stuff. I think I was telling you all about how all of the instruments are plugged into the back of that, and then it sends the data through a Wi-Fi hotspot, and so any of my devices can pick up that information. Phones, iPads. This is showing the AIS signal from the catamaran. He may be heading to Fernandina Beach as well, or he may continue on. We don't have, that's the that's probably that ship that was going into Brunswick, and that's the guy that was at anchor, and then had a whole lot of buoys and stuff there to dodge around and make sure we missed. Anyway, pretty good long channel. I'm actually going to cut I think it's safe to come in here instead of all the way at the outside. There are some levees and all further in, but I think I'll miss those by quite a bit. And the plan is to go in and then fall up here. This Bells River, maybe up here, or I've anchored down there before. There were last time I was here some other boats, like full-time liveaboards up in there. Anyway, not too much further to go, and I've kept the speed down because I'm trying to get there when there's some light. I could have shaved quite a bit of time off, but right now we're running, I think, 2,100 RPMs, and normal cruising speed or RPMs is like 2,600, so we could be doing 6.5, 7 knots if we wanted. But again, it's showing getting all the way up in there at 737, and it starts lightening up some after 6 o'clock, and so I'd prefer to have a little bit of light going in that channel. Anyway, I thought y'all would like to see the other side of the story on these overnight passages. You can get a good view of the B&G Zeus 2 multifunction display down there, and radar is plugged into that, and then I've got this iPad I explained earlier that it's remote controlling it. I can change the settings and everything from out here. So that's working out really well. I love when a plane comes together. Well, I hope y'all enjoy this, and if you do, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. And if you click the little bell icon, you'll be automatically notified when a new video is uploaded. All right, that's all for now.